And we are going. Welcome to Highly Unlikely, our Friday edition. My name is Drew, here with Raj.
Welcome to the news episode.
Call it News Friday edition, whatever the fuck we want to call it. Basically, for those who don't know, we do 2 episodes a week. One releases on Wednesday, one releases on Friday. Our Wednesday one is a little bit more sports orientated. We usually go over what's going on this week and coming up this weekend. This one we tend to just fuck around and kind of do whatever we want. So, how you doing, brother?
Good. How about you, dog?
Good, man. Over the weekend, I went on my buddy's podcast. I want to give a shout out to Noah and Trey and the Clouded Judgment podcast.
What up?
That episode is definitely banned from the internet.
Sweet.
We said some pretty heinous shit on it.
That's dope.
Super hilarious. We ended up getting buzzed on it and drunk and
Nice.
just riffed for 2 hours. They actually want to come on this.
Oh yeah, well, whenever.
I said it'd be hilarious.
Fuck yeah, for sure.
They want to just come on and get buzzed and talk sports because both of them are really, really into hockey, and obviously Noah's into the UFC. Trey's a Detroit Lions fan, so they want to come on.
Fuck yeah. I mean, I hate the Lions, but I'll have you on the podcast.
There you go.
Fuck yeah. Nah. Well, I'm a Viking, right? I have to hate the Lions.
I know. But yeah, it was hilarious. So if
Nice.
if any of you guys want to check out a funny podcast, listen to them. They're 2 of my close buddies, and they're a little wild. Let's just say that. Yeah. What about you, bro?
Fuck. Not much, man. What do you want to rap about?
I have a question for you.
What's that? Shoot.
And this is something that came up in the discussion with Noah and Trey. Because Trey is a quarter black.
Okay.
But he is the whitest person you've ever met in your life. Let me show you a picture of this man. If I
would have a T-shirt that says I'm quarter black, straight up.
Dude, this guy is the most white man you've ever met in your life. He is. Here, you can zoom in on that. He's the middle one with a bow tie. And tell me that ain't the blackest man you ever seen.
Hey, how come I can't zoom in?
You gotta hold it.
Oh, there we go. Oh, bro. For sure. He needs to be hanging in the hoods of LA for sure, bro.
Right?
Compton.
Straight up Crenshaw shit, bro.
Him and Game just kicking it. So.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome.
But we had this conversation with the whole PC culture.
You're never convincing anyone either, though.
No, not a chance.
You can never. No, you're not. You
have
to
black.
have your
Shut up.
23andMe in your back pocket.
Exactly.
You know what
Result.
I'm saying?
You got that
For
thing
sure,
on me
yeah.
at all times, bro.
Only way that guy's convincing anyone. But sorry, anyways, go on.
So I feel like you have more of a pass to the N-word than he does, even though he's actually black. As a white man,
Yeah.
there are no times where I can say the N-word.
Correct.
This is the conversation we had, though. I think there's one exception, and I want to get your opinion on this.
Okay, here. Let's hear this.
What if I'm in the car and I'm singing along to some rap lyrics?
Fuck, who... Someone just did this. Or maybe not just did this, but... Was it Kendrick that someone was rapping his lyrics on stage and then they said the N-word part and he was all choked?
Yeah, dude.
I was like, bro.
It was some girl.
Oh, it's a girl?
Yeah, it's 16-year-old girl.
You got her to rap it.
And she goes hard in the paint.
And nailed it.
Yeah.
And then you're mad that she said the N-word, but it's bro, that's your song. I think honestly, if you're just singing along to the song, I honestly don't think it's anything.
My thought process after the podcast, we were it's okay as long as you feel guilty after you say
it. And if they don't want us to sing the song,
yeah,
right?
Right.
You got to expect that people are going to be singing the song. That's the whole point. That's what you want people to do is to sing your song so it becomes popular.
Isn't to make black people feel like slaves. My intent is to sing along to Kendrick, who I fucking love. So
for sure, man.
But I'd seen some stuff online. I wanted to get your opinion as our resident black man here.
Super touchy time though, right now.
Right? That's what I mean.
Right? So yeah, you gotta pick and choose wisely,
That's what we said. We weren't trying to get canceled for singing some rap lyrics. You know what I mean?
Maybe you don't do it in a room full of black guys.
Definitely not a good idea. Wouldn't
That's
recommend
all I'm saying,
that.
right? Maybe that, but otherwise, you good.
I thought so too.
You got Trey and his 23andMe in his back pocket. You're good, dog.
I got that thing on me at all times,
fine,
bro.
Man. You're good. That's your pass.
I need to have one on me too, for being Mexican.
No, then someone's just gonna put you to work. Be go mow my lawn, motherfucker.
Dude, you ever seen that video of that Mexican guy? He's in the street doing an interview, right? And they're asking about like his relationship, if he has any black friends. He's like, yeah, I got all my N-words with me, and like, yeah, we all this stuff. And this black guy walked by, right?
Yeah.
Right as he's doing it, and he's like, yo, bro. And he's like, yo, bro, no, he's good, man. He's good, right? We good, good. And then, like, it's, like, super, super tense. And the black guy's like, que pasa, wey? And they start, like, getting all hype and shit.
That's dope.
So fucking funny.
Yeah, you definitely put the work, though.
Right?
Don't be letting people know you're Mexican.
Why do Latinos have an N-word pass? Because Latinos drop it, like, all the time.
Yeah.
Who's that, the rapper from... Like, he's Latino. He's huge right now. Not, something Bunny?
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, didn't he do a song with Drake a while back?
Yeah, he's huge.
Yeah. I don't really remember his name, but I know who you're talking about just because I know I've seen Drake in the video.
And he drops that bomb all the time. So I'm just wondering, why do Latinos have that
Maybe
pass?
he's, like, a bit black. Like, fuck, Trey's quarter black. This guy's probably half black.
Yeah, but Trey ain't walking around saying that, bro.
Yeah. But now he can, though. You're allowed to now, bro.
But he just holds that thing above him as he's saying it.
Let that shit fly now, son.
Mm-hmm.
Just make sure you have that 23andMe on you, or it could be a real problem.
Mm-hmm. What's going on, bro? What do you got?
Fuck.
Anything you want to talk about? Any pressing issues, concerns?
Oh, yeah. You know what? I seen something. Actually, I didn't take notes on it because I just saw it, and it really pissed me off. So, first of all, I want to say Kanye was right all those years ago when he stepped on stage with Taylor Swift and Sunder with that awards and said Beyonce should have won.
Yeah.
Right? Solar Thunder.
Yeah.
I fucking hate Taylor Swift.
Low key, bro. I love Taylor Swift.
She's coming out here bitching that what's his name
Scooter
sold the rights to her music to another company and not her.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Okay? Don't fucking cry that first she's crying. Okay, no wait. First she lied about that whole shit.
You really
with
hate
Kanye.
this bitch, don't you?
I do. Remember when Kanye and Kim recorded her on the phone? She got caught in that lie about the song.
Saying, oh, you can release famous.
Yeah, whatever that was. Okay, you got caught lying there. You're mad that initially that... So what, Scooter bought her label. That's how he had access to her songs, right? So he went and bought her label. She was choked that he bought the label. Now, he can do whatever the fuck he wants.
He owns it.
Yeah. So if he chooses not to sell it to you and chooses to sell it, that's his fucking right.
Why is Scooter Braun, like, so big? Sorry to...
Because
he's,
shout
like,
out to Scooter
everywhere.
Braun, though. He started as, like, a manager and got his hustle on. Obviously, with the right people, got that equity and got the label. Now you sold this. I think it was $300 million they sold.
What does he actually do?
He started out. I guess he's owns a label now. Well,
Is that what it is?
Yeah, he owns that Nashville. I don't know what the label's called, bro. But yeah, he started out as Justin Bieber's manager. A couple other people. I don't know how he finessed his way up to having the backers to buy the label or the money.
Dude, Drake raps about him like he's huge.
Yeah. So fuck you, Taylor Swift. That's all I gotta say. She bitches about everything, crying about everything. Get the fuck out of here. Your life's totally fine. I don't want to hear another word from you.
Where did this hate stem from?
I don't know. I just really don't like her. She just sets me off.
What?
And, like,
Yeah,
really,
that's what I mean. Like, but
no
why?
one really does though. But like, she's like, your life's plenty fine.
Yeah.
Like, don't. Here's the thing. I don't know what her contract was. Like, I know Kanye, we talked about this, renegotiated multiple times. He decided not to do the Masters. I don't know if this is the case for her.
Yeah.
But if it is, fuck you even more.
Do you think, though, because like we've talked on this pod about how we think that artists should receive their masters, or at least the opportunity to buy their masters.
Which apparently you can if you want to negotiate it. People don't negotiate it.
Okay. Do you think it's artists like being entitled that I deserve it and not being like, no, you need to pay market price for it if you don't own it?
Well, let's be real here too. Okay, everyone's talking about owning their masters, and yeah, for sure, ownership is the key, right?
Mm-hmm.
But who really makes money off their masters?
Bro, Taylor Swift would make money.
Jay-Z, Kanye, those guys do. A lot of other guys, your shit's never going to be...
Taylor Swift is right in that conversation with Jay-Z and Kanye.
Yeah, for sure she is. But I'm saying, like, the other... Those are upper echelon people, what I'm saying. So you could be a quote-unquote, maybe not that successful on your masters. You're not going to pay it. It's not going to pay off in the end.
Yeah.
You know, car companies aren't going to want your song for their fucking ad.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, it is key to own your shit, but you're not all going to be making money off your shit.
Like,
so
lower level
just
guys.
because you own your masters, it's not like you're going to be rich.
Yeah,
basically what I'm trying to say.
I know what you mean. Like, people who, like, you have to be big. You have to reach a certain level of, like, success and fame for your masters to actually matter.
Jay-Z, like, you got to be like those kind of guys to be getting.
You got to get a certain like level, right? Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's the key though. You want to own your own shit. I'll never be mad at that. So, but yeah. So
what happened with the rest of the story?
Taylor Swift. Hey?
What happened with their story? So Scooter Braun just bought or sold.
Yeah, she's all bitter that he sold it to whoever equity firm that he sold it to. It's like, shut up. You know. So I guess like what she's doing now, she's re-recording all her old shit so she can own it now. So every single song she's doing this way now, right? Because it's all under her own shit now.
Yeah.
But like whatever, fuck you.
The one thing though is like she's gonna have an army of overweight white girls on Twitter and Facebook just berating Scooter Braun and like launching some campaign against him.
Like I hate her. You know, you ask why I hate her? Because she always plays a victim.
That's true.
That's why I don't like her. Like fucking suck it up, bitch.
Dude, your
life could be way worse.
She must be terrible at giving head. The amount of dudes who have dumped her.
I don't even think she's that like.
She's not attractive.
No.
She looks like a stick.
Like I'm not trying to be petty, but it's just not my type, right?
You bitch, you're ugly.
So, but like, yeah. So shut up, Taylor Swift. Let's fuck out of here with that shit.
Fair enough.
Oh, you got something you want to talk about?
I do.
I clearly need to calm down. No, just kidding.
I have a question for you. You're a big Charlemagne fan, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if we've had this conversation before or I just heard it somewhere else. I'm reading a book right now called Think and Grow Rich. It's like an old classic. It's like was written in the 1990s, like super old school.
90s is old classic.
No, sorry, not 1990s, like early 1900s. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
So like in the 1920s and 30s was when it first came out.
Like you're making me feel real old. If you're 90s old classic.
Old classic, buddy, in the 90s. But so far, I'm only like 3 chapters into the book, and it talks a lot about visualization. And I know Charlemagne's like a huge proponent of it. And there's a lot of guys who are like really successful that like scream.
Like you talking like vision boards and shit?
No. Just saying like to achieve success, like I visualize myself every day achieving what I wanted to achieve, and then I thought it into existence.
Okay.
Charlemagne talks about it all the times. Like I manifested this into existence. You hear about a lot of celebrities and people who are really successful say, "Oh, I manifested this into existence."
Right.
What are your thoughts on that? Do you believe that? Because I'm like 3 chapters into this book, and not gonna lie, it's starting to sell me on it.
Yeah, well, you kind of do have to speak it into existence, because if you don't really believe in it, you're not gonna speak it into existence. Like, perfect example, and it's like kind of a not a success example, but like back in the day when I wasn't running, it's not until I spoke it into existence
that I'm gonna start running.
Started running, boom. So there is a correlation to that, I think, for sure. It's like it makes it almost real.
Yeah,
it's like tangible.
It takes it, and that's the thing this book is saying is that it takes ideas and thoughts and turns them into something that's real.
It's like a real full-fledged set on goal. It's there in front of you. Yeah, like I said, tangible. Like yeah, for sure. I believe in that shit. Yeah.
It said like in the first chapter that you want to like set a goal, write it down, and like that is going to be like your life's like not mission, but like basically like you're going to dedicate yourself to that goal. There was an example of this guy, super famous. He's like a Rothschild or like a Henry Ford type deal, like super big old money guy.
Yeah,
I forget his name. He was just like some dude working in like an admin job or something like that, or like a bookkeeper. And this was when Thomas Edison was alive, and he set his goal is the only thing I want to do in my life is go into business with Thomas Edison. And he just like, that's my goal. He just obsessed over it. And then he saved up for 3 years because he lived in New York and Thomas Edison was living in California. Okay. Saved up for like 3 years, bought a train ticket and just showed up on his doorstep and was like, yo, I'm working with you. He's like, I don't care what it is.
If I want to sleep with Cardi B, I just got to put it.
You just got to put it into existence. That's what I'm saying.
No. That's funny.
But you got to set a goal. It's saying, and like you got to live your life. So mine is obviously I want to jerk off 9 times in one day.
For sure. Yeah.
So I'm trying to achieve that. You know what I mean?
No, you just put it out there, son. Speak it into existence.
Buddy, I'm not even close, bro. Tried 5.
No, there's definitely truth to that shit for sure, though.
What I think a big thing is too is one, like you said, it takes like thoughts and makes them tangible and real. But then also it's like if you set a goal and you focus on it every single day, you're gonna naturally like look for every opportunity to work towards that goal. You know what I mean? Like,
and once you put it out there too, sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
Yeah.
You're almost like you feel like you're going to be held accountable now to it.
100%.
It's like, I really got to do it now because I put it out there.
Exactly.
It's not just a thought in my head where I can be like, I do want to do it, but I'm not going to do it. And you just kind of just like, don't got to do it. If you put it out there, now you're like, fuck, I'm going to be held accountable. And maybe it makes you focus more and whatnot too, for sure.
I find that like I struggle a little bit with self accountability. Like I have to put what I'm going to do like out
You're
there.
pretty good with your shit though. You go to the gym, you go to school.
I am, but it's also because I tell people, hey, I work out. I tell people, hey, I train MMA. I tell people, hey, I own this business. I tell people, hey, I have a podcast. It's actually like putting it out into the world. Like, yo, I now have to live up.
Yourself accountable.
I live up to this accountableness, but I struggle with doing it myself. Like I couldn't just be internal with it all. You know what I mean? Like if it was really up to me and like I didn't tell anybody what I do, this, that, the other, like I could lay in bed and play video games for 10 hours a day, no problem, bro. No bullshit. I fucking love video games to the point where I gave my gaming computer to Liam because I didn't want it around me anymore because I played it too much. I haven't
played video games actually in a minute. I wasn't that into it, but I do like to play it time to time, but I'm not like hardcore into it. But speaking of which, didn't the new consoles come out?
Yeah.
PS5 and Xbox.
Have you seen the videos of the Xbox?
No, I haven't.
Like smoking?
No, I haven't.
Okay, I thought you were gonna talk about this.
No. I just know I just heard somewhere that I see everyone coming out with them. Like rappers are like, whoever can hook me up with the PS5. Yeah. And so obviously people at Best Buy are like, yo, I'll hook you up, right? But yeah, that's all I've seen.
The PlayStation looks like an absolute spaceship, bro. This thing looks wild. And the Xbox is really just.
Are you a PS5 guy or an Xbox guy?
I don't play console. I play PC.
See, I've been an Xbox guy my whole life.
PC master race, bro. But I grew up on first Xbox and the original Halo 2. That was my shit back in the day.
Yeah. Me, I'm just sports games. I never get into like Call of Duty or all that shit now. But
I play that on PC. Like,
how much they going for now? $500-$600 probably
for consoles.
Yeah,
probably
right.
Yeah. But like to get a good gaming PC, you're looking at like $2,000. But it's you
need like graphics cards and all this other
processor,
shit, right?
and all this stuff, right? So. Like GPU. But you can run way higher quality games on a computer. But the thing is, like with a computer, right? Like to control where your guy's looking on a computer, I have a mouse that I can move the entire desk, and it's super, and I can make the sensitivity super low. So doing this turns me this much, so I can super accurate. Or with an Xbox, it's this little joystick. Like to a TV that's 20 feet away that you're trying to just move a little bit, so it's super inaccurate, right?
Gotcha.
So with like if you get like basically same game, console versus PC players just destroy console players. Like it's not even close.
Is that well? I guess it's not. You know how they do those eSports?
Yeah,
that shit still going on.
Yeah,
even with Rona
everywhere, bro.
Yeah, but with the Ronas too.
Oh yeah,
because these guys are like. Their stadiums would be fucking packed, bro.
Millions,
crazy.
Bro.
Yeah.
Fortnite world champion, he won like $3 million or something like that.
I know Drake's bought into the team. A lot of these guys have bought into the team. You know, Offset.
Yeah,
but I guess that's the new moneymaker, right?
It's huge because it's all streaming.
It's been
right?
moneymaker, I guess, so. But
like the big, like, do you know what Twitch is?
Yeah.
So the big thing is just being able to stream. I think we've talked about this. Like, for those who like don't know, like why streaming is so big. What it is it's people watching a person play a video game. And like off the rip, you're like, oh, that's fucking stupid. Like I'm gonna watch somebody else play a game. But then it's like, okay, imagine if Michael Jordan was wearing a GoPro and in a scrimmage and was walking you through why he was doing everything. Like you'd watch that every single day.
Fuck yeah.
It's like that, but with kids' favorite games.
And I guess you get like a lot of tips and networking and the whole nine from doing that shit, right? So for sure.
But yeah, I forget where we're going with that.
Your bro's gonna be getting these consoles at all? Younger bro?
Oh yeah, dude. He's all over that shit.
Cool.
All him and his boys. The fun part about video games though is like I don't really do like the single player like story mode stuff. It's being on a audio call with all your buddies.
Shit talking.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's when it's fun.
Yeah, no doubt.
I haven't ripped it forever.
VF Corporation. Do you know who those guys are?
No, sir.
They own Vans, Dickies, Timberland, North Face. They just bought Supreme for $2.1 billion.
2.1. Holy.
I actually thought it was gonna go more than two billion, bro.
I found that
honest.
Supreme in the last like 6 months to a year is fallen off a little bit though.
I'm a big fan.
So am I, but like they haven't dropped anything dope in the last. It feels like almost a year.
So these guys founded in '94, the New York skate shop.
Yep.
In 2007, the Carlyle Group acquired half of the company for $500 million. And yeah, they've obviously come out with lines with North Face, Timberland, and Vans, all those guys. So I guess these guys want to cash out. $2 billion, not too sad, not too bad, man. So,
is that just for his shares in the company?
Well, it's half and half. So Carlyle Group, and I don't even know how many owners own it, but still a big chunk of change. Bro.
That's huge,
you know
bro.
What I mean? So
I thought it was a publicly traded company.
not too sure, bro.
Yeah, I'm curious. I wonder if they just bought all the shares, or it is private and they just bought the equity in it.
Fuck, man, to own Supreme, North Face, Timberland, and Vans, that's pretty money, dog.
That's huge.
Fuck
dude.
yeah, bro. I wonder how much all those shit's worth.
The one thing though is like, why Supreme was dope is because they collabed with literally everybody.
Oh, they make the coolest. They make the most fucked up products too, which is.
Dude,
I
they
think
make
dope,
bricks and crowbars
like,
and random
just
stuff.
all random shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally, man. Bikes and
Yep.
like just everything. It's kind of definitely a cult following.
But that's just literally to build hype on like social media. Like it's so smart the way they've done it.
Yo, there's lineups fucking, what is it, on Thursdays when they drop their shit?
Yeah, man. And you get like big influencer guys and like guys on YouTube like buying bricks for like hundreds of thousands of dollars, and they're vlogging the whole thing. Like it's massive.
That's the thing. Supreme doesn't even need those guys. You don't need those guys at all. I think they just got such a niche cult following.
Which guys do they not need?
They don't need celebrity guys or any of the guys to like sell their shit. They can do it all on their own.
No. These guys don't sell it. They're just the guys who like get hype about it. Like why kids are standing in line for 4 hours is because the YouTubers who have, like million followers, million subscribers, they're in line.
Gotcha.
No, not they have it. They're in line with these guys. They're in line hyping all this shit up, right?
Right.
So it becomes this huge thing.
Yeah, they definitely got a great following, man. So
like all the Nelk boys. I don't know if you know them.
No.
They do a lot of work with Barstool and stuff. And they got
who are they called?
It's called the Nelk. They're called the Nelk boys. They're like they went to they're like good friends with Dana White and Bob Menery, Saquon Barkley. They were at the Khabib fight on Fight Island. They had like cage side seats, and they're like 25, 26, and they're just huge on YouTube.
Oh, dope.
But they used to go to all the Supreme drops and like stand out in line and meet fans and all this shit.
Some of it, don't get me wrong, can be like a bit hype beast, but yeah, I'm a fan of them nonetheless. So,
but the one thing I guess I'm not worried about, but like when a new like corporation or equity firm buys a company, you kind of get worried that like there's gonna be too many people telling them what to do. I hope
I'm sure they didn't give up like creative control yet. I'm sure they're gonna be like, you stay on, and
I hope it's really just like we bought you and just keep hands off. You do what you're doing.
It's like that.
But there's companies that don't run it like, man.
Like them owning all these other brands, they know what they're doing. I guarantee you, it's they're more of a micromanage than a macro manage.
Mm-hmm.
They got themselves there to get bought, right? So they're like, they're not obviously doing anything wrong. Keep doing what you're doing, and probably easier for them. One less shit that they got to worry
100%.
about too, right?
If someone's successful, the best thing you can do is buy it and not change a thing.
It's like an artist, when they always get signed by a major label, you kind of see like sometimes their music shifts, right? Labels always want you to do certain type of songs or whatever. So I don't see them changing, to be honest. But yeah, what do you got? You got something?
That's probably why like there's so many rappers, I guess rappers specifically, that like everyone's like, oh yeah, they've changed from their mixtape, or their mixtape goes so much harder.
Yeah, because there's no input from the label on the mixtape.
It's literally just them in the creative process, right?
Exactly. Yeah, that's why a lot of these guys' mixtapes are better than the albums, because the album guys would be like, well, you got to do a soft song, and we want to have, let's just say, Ariana Grande. You have to have her
Or a
on
pop
it.
song
So
or
they're going
whatever
to
it
pick
is.
whoever, and you got to do it.
Yeah.
You're signed to them. So that's all part of you taking that big ass bag in the beginning, being like, yo, I want to sign to a major. Well, then you got to listen to them. That's the thing, right?
Is there anyone that's kind of like worked around that? Or anyone who's been like, fuck you to the label, like, I'm going to do my own thing? Or like has been so big that the label just has to let them do their own thing?
Oh, yeah, like Gucci Man. Yo Gotti bought himself out of his contract.
That's pretty gangster, dude.
Yeah. There's been a few guys that have done it for sure.
Like, we're bigger than the label. We can do whatever we want type too.
Well, it's not even that we're bigger than the label, that they realize that the label ain't really doing anything for them anyways.
Yeah.
They're
bigger
they're
than the
going to
label.
get the collaboration because they're friends with the guys. They're friends with the producers. They're already getting the tracks. They can shoot the videos on their own. The label's really just
What do we need you for?
To press up CDs or whatever, distribute, and give you the bag. That's all they're there. They're not going to help you. They're not going to help you make an album.
Yeah.
Nowadays, you have to be able to do all that shit yourself and be like, hand in a finished product and be like, this is it. And then obviously they're going to tell you what they want to add and what they don't. But
Yeah.
so that's why all these guys are like, you're not doing anything anyways for me, so fuck you. You know? But again, it's like, I'm not going to be upset at someone for taking the bag, right? They're probably, you need the money. But
I think, like, going forward, I don't know if record labels are even going to be a thing. Because I feel like companies like Spotify, or like, just hear me out on this, tell me what you think. Like, instead of, like, say an artist is young, up and coming, right? He's starting to pop a little bit, release his own mixtapes, nothing produced by not signed any record labels. What's stopping Spotify from saying, here's a contract, you only are available on our platform, and you can just keep making music?
I don't know if Spotify's in the label business, though.
No, but I'm saying it's not like a label
can
business.
they be?
Well, this is the thing is, there's been exclusive drops on Spotify. Joe Rogan is now exclusively going to be on Spotify. What's stopping them from saying, hey, you're a dope artist, here's a contract, you're only playing with us?
Yeah, I guess they could, but I would probably guess the record labels that have already been doing it for like 100 years or whatever. I don't want to say that you wouldn't trust Spotify, because you can't trust the labels either.
I'm just saying fuck the labels altogether. like just don't even sign to a label. Just
you're signed to Spotify.
Just strip sign.
I get
Spotify.
what you're saying, but for the artists, would you have trust in more of the record labels, the traditional labels, because they've been doing it for so much longer, and Spotify just jumped into the game with the labels? Like, I thought once this whole streaming, I'm like, oh, labels are going to be done.
Yeah.
Labels ain't done. They're far from being done. They just got their money different ways, where they're going to, let's say it's a distribution fee or whatever the fuck they want to make up a new fee to get the artist to get their share out of the artist. I honestly thought when all the streaming shit popped off, the labels were going to be done. Labels are far from being done.
I think it takes time, though, because, like,
I don't think the labels go anywhere. Labels aren't going nowhere.
I think that, like, because you know how, like, cable TV, as soon as streaming started popping off, everyone's like, cable TV is dead, right? No, cable TV is a huge system that's in place and been around forever. What's the word I'm looking for? Not like...
But cable TV is dying, though.
It's like a mechanism.
Like, subscriptions way down for cable TV, right?
It's an institution that's been around forever, right? So, like, it's not just going to go away. But clearly, like you're saying, cable TV is on its way out. It's dying. I think record labels are going to do the same thing. It's not just going to disappear overnight. I think it's going to slowly, just like cable TV, wither away.
But see, with cable, we have, like, how many fucking Hulu, HBO Max, Netflix? Like, we have, like, probably 10 other options, let's say.
Yep.
Probably more.
Yep.
Labels, you don't have 10 other options.
You have hundreds.
Well, you only have the big boys.
Mm-hmm.
Universal. Sony. Universal's the biggest. Sony. You got like a few of them. And then who else do you got? You got like local dudes, but those aren't real labels.
If you're a record label, you should look at partnering with the streaming service. And be like, yo, our guys are only going to play on yours. But I'm saying, like...
I'm sure there's deals like that anyways, let's be real. Yeah, before it was payola, you pay to play on the radio.
Yeah.
Right? You can't tell me that shit's still not happening. For sure, it's happening.
For me though, like, what service? If you're an artist, right? Like, what's stopping you from hiring somebody like me to come and shoot a music video for you for a couple $1,000? You put it on YouTube and it blows up and gets millions of views, and you don't need to involve a record label whatsoever.
They're doing that right now.
That's what I mean.
Their
right?
homies doing it. They're not even hiring anyone.
Exactly.
They're like buying the camera and be like, "Yo, you're shooting it. Let's do this." And it's just that's how the crew gets on. Everyone has a job, right? So
there's a guy on YouTube, and you might find this interesting too. He's like he makes music videos, but he only makes like 2, maybe not 2 or 3 a month. He makes maybe like 1 a month, right? But every single one of those music videos gets like 50 million views.
Oh, wow.
And so this guy specifically only works with artists he handpicks, and every single artist he's ever made a video for blows up.
Do you know what's his name?
I forget his name, but like he's the guy who blew up Juice WRLD. He blew up Lil Uzi back in the day. He blew up all these like Blueface, NBA YoungBoy. That's how they got their start, is mixtapes. And then this guy, because once they go on this channel, instantly 30 million views.
Oh, cool.
And so he makes like sick music videos. And so like, if you're an up and coming artist, like, what is a record label going to do for you? There's no reason to sign with one, in my opinion.
No, I don't think so either. Like, you're doing the legwork anyways. You might as well get a bigger piece of the pie in the end.
100%. You do all your own self-promotion through social media.
Perfect example. Russ, he left Columbia Records.
Yep. Dude, his story is so sick.
One thing I give him credit for is he put all his shit out there for everyone to see. His fucking financials, like how much he was making when he was with Columbia.
He's a G, dude.
How much he makes per week now. And he's like, literally, he just puts it out there so people can get knowledge.
Yep.
And he makes well over $100K a week independent. And like I said, if you're gonna do all the legwork, you should get the biggest piece of the pie.
Did you hear his interview on I think it was either Brilliant Idiots or Breakfast Club that he did?
This is a while back.
A while back, right? Did you listen to it?
Yeah, I did. It was good, actually. I just can't remember. I know he dropped some knowledge, but I just don't remember what it was.
I thought the most dope thing I took from it, and this is like why, like, Russ's music, hit or miss for me. Some of it's decent.
Yeah,
most of it's kind of mediocre.
Yeah, it's whatever.
But what I really, really like about him is his attitude and his motivation. So he was like starting to do the YouTube thing and like released a couple songs, but like nothing had popped. And he said, okay, fuck it. I'm going to release 1 song a week.
Right.
Every single week till I hit 100 songs. So for 2 years, he released a song every single week and put out 100 songs. And because of that, he blew up. So it's just putting out consistent content, and that is such an unreal drive and attitude. Like,
oh, for sure.
I think like Russ has laid out like a model in a similar way that like Schultz has for comedians, where it's like, just put out your own clips. Put out clips on YouTube and you will blow up if you're consistent and you're actually good.
Good, yeah.
I think Russ has laid out this model where it's like, you can do this on your own, because he just did it on YouTube and SoundCloud. That's all he did.
Right.
And I think are going to model, like, all young artists are just going to do the Russ model going forward. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, for sure. And like him being so transparent and putting it out there for everyone to see, I think super dope. So good on him.
I think so too. I got something for you.
Yeah. What you got?
Did you see that Dolly Parton cured COVID single-handedly?
Yeah. What was it? She contributed to the Moderna vaccine.
Yes. So Dolly Parton donated a quote-unquote large sum to Moderna. A large sum being big enough to, I forget who reported this, but like someone big. Anyways, the amount of money was big enough to actually like warrant a full story in this. So the Moderna vaccine is 95% effective.
Yeah.
Which is even higher than the Pfizer vaccine that got announced last week. So I think it was Moderna or Pfizer. I don't know if you heard about this. I figure you did. That they said they're not going to bring the vaccine to New York.
No, that was Trump saying that.
That was Trump?
That was Trump saying he wasn't giving the vaccine to New York.
Oh, I thought this was one of the companies actually saying this.
The companies could never say that.
That's why I was super confused. I was like,
it was
how?
Trump because he's bitter at Cuomo.
Of course.
So he was like, I'm not sending anything to New York, like a little bitch.
Okay.
And everyone's like, yo, we'll just go to fucking New Jersey and get it anyway.
Drive down the road.
So, that's so fucking stupid. So, yeah, that's just him, like, he's going to be the most difficult on the way out, right? So
I'm glad that that these vaccines are coming up though, because it's actually for the first time it feels like in almost a year we can actually say, okay, things are actually looking up, and like we actually got a light at the end of the tunnel. You know what I mean? Like, okay, vaccines are coming out, they're effective, they're gonna start pumping out. Yes, it's gonna take a while to get them out, but they're coming.
So, like you said, Pfizer and Moderna. So both manufacturers have indicated they want to seek emergency approval from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
Mm-hmm.
And if they can get the approval, they're going to start mass production.
They should right away.
Moderna says they can produce enough to vaccinate 10 million people in the U.S. by 2020, end of 2020.
Do it.
Pfizer said they could do more. The big difference with the vaccines, though, is Pfizer's has to be kept at minus 75 Celsius, which is a huge problem.
For logistics and
They're
shipping.
doing dry ice, and it's just like a fucking nightmare. Moderna can be kept at minus 20, and apparently it lasts Moderna's last way longer in the fridge.
More effective. Do
You
Moderna's.
can have it in your fridge for a month.
Yeah.
Where Pfizer's, I think, only is like 5 days in the fridge. So.
Okay, well.
But whatever the case is, and I think the vaccine is gonna be like you can get it and you're protected for a year.
Okay.
I think that's how it works.
Wait, what do you? So like you
get the vaccine and you can't get corona for a year.
How does that work?
That's how the vaccines works. Let's see here. Let me talk to the.
I imagine like because coronavirus is like a type of flu, right? And the flu like mutates.
So the BioNTech is the guys behind Pfizer. They're with Pfizer to make the vaccine. So the owner of BioNTech says that he believes it could work up to 1 year. So they're just right now with that one, they're figuring out the different age groups. So that's the only thing. Maybe the older people might not last as long, so they might have to do it more often. But he seems to say it's going to last up to a year.
How the fuck does that work? Because I thought it was like you introduce a small amount of the virus, then your body builds up antibodies to it, and you can't get it again.
I don't know how these ones are breaking down. These ones are. I don't know how they're doing it, but that's what he says. And since he owns the thing,
You're born to be a doctor, bro. Come on.
Nah. Spelling bee, bro. That's it.
That's what you do. You're doctors and
spelling. Here's the problem, though. So all these vaccines, everyone's obviously going to be snapping them all out, right?
Yeah, of course.
So Pfizer's already sold 82% of their vaccines to some of the richest countries in the world. BioNTech, who we just talked about, all theirs are going to UK, Japan, US, and European Union. So all these countries, they've bought up hundreds of millions of doses, but they only represent 14% of the global population. So how's the rest of the people going to get this shit?
We already knew this, though, man. It's going to go to the rich first, and then it's going to trickle down. And realistically, like, look at Africa, man. They're still dealing with, like, swine flu and Ebola and, like, stuff from, like, years ago, bro.
I just seen out here our first case, H1N2 swine flu.
Like, mutated, yeah.
Fuck me, man. Shit's back, eh?
Mm-hmm.
So.
But, like, you look at developing countries, like, that's how it always works. They don't get the vaccine or the cure for it because they can't afford it, right? Like, healthcare in poor countries has always been an issue.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of fucked up, though.
Oh, I completely agree.
Of the global population, and you're buying all the doses, so I don't know. I guess under the agreement, U.S. can acquire 600 million doses with Pfizer. UK has pre-ordered 40 million. Japan and EU have secured 120 and 300 million, respectively. So, yeah, it is what it is. I guess it looks like Moderna, though, with the temperatures and the longer lasting or the higher efficiency, that's
the way to go.
Yeah, I guess both of them will work. Will work though, I guess, right? But
yeah,
I wonder how much these guys are gonna make off this shit.
Dude,
bro. Fuck me,
ridiculous amount of money.
Oh, billions, bro.
Even the guys who bought stock in both these companies made fat.
Yeah, guys are definitely cashing over.
Mm-hmm.
And well, with all this, obviously, vaccines being made, they're saying that people are trying to hack and steal the vaccine data.
Of course.
So obviously our friends, the Russians and the North Koreans.
Yeah, boy.
So Microsoft has come out and said that those guys are targeting them. So go figure.
Honestly, though, that's I was learned about this a while ago. There's buddy who invented penicillin.
Yeah.
Because like penicillin is like quoted as the best, like the single biggest medical invention of all time. Right. Just because it prevents
a lot of different shit. It can
tons, but the main thing is it prevents infections. Right. And so like surgeries became so much more safe. Like everything became so much more safe because of penicillin. The guy who invented it released the patent to the public. Didn't make a dime off of it. Like I feel like with something like this, obviously it's not going to happen because Big Pharma's a bitch, but it's something that should just be given.
Well, I think they are making it free.
Okay.
Yeah, they are going to make it. That's I read that they are going to make it free.
Good. Okay. Fucking better be free.
So,
I thought it was going to be pay to play.
Another thing with this too, I didn't even think about this. I read this article.
Yeah.
Travelers are buying fake COVID test results on the black market.
Dude, I was just thinking that. How many people are going to be standing in line at the club?
Oh, it's been a thing. It's already happening.
Yeah, I got the vaccine, bro. I got the vaccine.
So, yeah, I shouldn't be shocked, right?
No, of course not.
So, in Europe, they're being sold for like 150 to 300 euros.
Oh, for sure.
And boom, you're done. You know what I mean? So,
but it's also like if you're a poor white and you can't get a vaccine because you're the lowest on the list of people who are supposed to be getting them, and all your friends have gotten vaccines or everyone in the city, and you're like, yo, fuck this. I want to go out. I want to live my life. And you just fake that you got it, right? Like, I understand why.
Yeah, I guess it's super easy to do it. They said you just download the email, change the name, and just print it off. You're just good to go.
Yeah, ready to rock.
4 Brazilians were jailed after falsifying the date on their COVID tests. In Hawaii, I guess they're doing it. You can only get results from approved testing partners, so I guess they cut down on the counterfeit shit.
Fuck doing this video production thing. I got a new business to start up going. 100%, bro.
Yeah, bro.
You know how much money I'd make doing that? Like a ridiculous amount of money.
Super right in jail too. They'll make a fucking
dude.
What is that? They'll make an example of you for sure. For sure they would. That'd be pretty dope. Yeah, son. You got something or what?
I had Dolly Parton. I had the visualization.
Yo, how old is Dolly Parton now, bro?
Yo, that bitch is 700 years old. You know how dry her pussy must be?
Plastic surgery she got, man. Hey,
buddy. She probably just can't move. She just waddles around.
All right, though. Good on Dolly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, her pussy must be dry. Yeah, I got it. That's all I got, bro.
So,
you got anything else?
Yeah, I got something. It's been a really rough week for rappers. I don't know if you know King Von.
No.
Chicago rapper. He signed to Drake's OTF. He got shot and killed outside a hookah lounge in Atlanta. So when it first broke out, you could see the video of him getting shot and killed. A couple of days later, there was a different angle, and it showed him pulling up to the spot, and he has beef with another rapper, Quando Rondo.
Yeah.
And it shows him going up to him and just slugging him in the face.
Really?
They had beef. Walked right up to him, slugs him in the face. Shit pops off. He ends up getting killed. Ends up being Quando Rondo's brother.
What kind of cornball ass name is Quando Rondo?
Guy's legit though.
So it was his brother?
Not a big fan of the name either, but ends up being his brother that shot and killed King Von. So he gets arrested. Mm-hmm. King Von just dropped an album on the 30th, just before this happened. So also,
was this like? Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, go ahead.
I remember it was a Biggie or somebody like drove to another city for a beef just to square up. Was this what Vaughn did? Like he drove from Chicago to Atlanta just to square up?
No, Vaughn chills in Atlanta. He's from Chicago, but he chills in Atlanta. And yeah, like I said, these guys have been going at it for like a while, and just been it finally popped off. So
okay, because like if he had driven there, like I don't ever want to say anyone deserves it, but it's like, dude, what are you doing if you're driving there for beef? Because I know T.I. came out and said, like, yo, keep it out of Atlanta. Like, what are you doing?
And then T.I. got told.
Yeah, he's getting flack for it.
Real talk, though. T.I. shut the fuck up. We all know this, man. One thing we know, you can get touched so easy.
Yeah.
Just because you're a celebrity doesn't mean you... And these guys know there's been numerous examples throughout my life of this. So
do you have the T.I. quote?
He said basically handle the beef in your city is basically what he said.
Yeah, it was something. But
Don't come to Atlanta and like handle that shit in Chicago. I guess that's what he meant.
Yeah, and the issue is basically he was saying that like, yeah, you can fight and kill each other, just don't fucking do it here. Which is like, yo.
And then he tried to backtrack and he's like, yo, I didn't mean about the King Von, but you totally did.
100%. This was a day after or 2 days after.
But you know, just you're better just to keep your mouth shut, right?
Or be an OG and be like, yo, we shouldn't be killing anybody. Not do it in your own city. Like
he did. I believe I want to give him credit. I believe he did say that too. Like
afterwards,
beefing is kind of played out or whatever.
For sure, dude.
But another issue I have with this, like the biggest issue I have. So after it's announced that King Von died, there was people staying at his house, right? Mm-hmm. They fucking looted the house, bro.
Really? Like his boys?
His own boys.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Super fucked up, man. Yeah, they looted it, I guess.
Although
it's all on video.
I'm not really surprised, man. Like, hood rat's gonna do hood rat shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's fucked up that it's just fucked because, you know, he's... these guys are in his house.
I know what you mean.
Like, fuck me, man. So...
it's a slap in the dick, for sure.
After that happens...
Very limp dick at this point.
Shortly after that happens, rapper from Dallas, MO3, shot and killed on the highway. So it came out that he was on the interstate. Gunman pulled up beside him. Fucking gets out of his car, pointing that thing at him. Buddy, I guess it was traffic. Buddy gets out to run.
Yeah.
Guy fucking gets him right in the back of the head. Buddy drops, right? MO3 drops. He died. It was...
What was the beef about?
We don't know. This was just a random no suspect caught. It came out after that he was staying at this chick's house where he was leaving from that day, and someone was following him. So someone had to jump
or his wife or something like that.
I don't know. They're figuring that out. No suspect arrested yet.
What's the guy's name? I've never heard of this
MO3
guy.
from Dallas.
Because I've heard of King Von, but...
So, it's not even over yet. So, Boosie, him and MO3 did a project back. He's actually, I think, signed to Boosie's label. He went to the memorial. Boosie ends up getting shot in the leg.
Holy shit.
Yeah, man. This is fucked up, dude. So, I guess his bus gets shot at. It wasn't, I guess, major. He was shot below the knee, I think. Shooters fled the scene. And then to end it off, Benny the Butcher, one of my favorite rappers, gets shot at a Walmart the other day trying to get robbed.
Holy shit. It's been a rough week,
yeah,
dude.
I'm
Jesus
telling you.
Christ.
That's what I was telling you, bro. Yeah, I guess he got pulled up on.
Yeah.
And the guys are like, give me all your shit. He took too long. He's like, they didn't like it, shot at him.
Yeah.
And it fucking took off.
Did he die?
No, he made it. He got shot in the leg too. Thankfully, it wasn't anything too major. And
so that's just two dudes rolling up on him trying to
just jack him for his shit.
That's talk about shitty luck, dude. Jesus.
Yeah, rappers beware, man. No lie, dude.
Yeah, no doubt.
Rough week.
I feel like that's also like, you know, Takeshi used to like bomb around, and like, because what gang does he roll with again?
It was the Bloods. No, they ain't vouching for that guy anymore.
But like he used to roll around in like Crip neighborhoods and like other gangs' neighborhoods, like on Instagram Live, like flaunting cash and chains. Like,
yeah, but when you have 10 cops around you, you could do that shit.
Oh, I know, but I'm saying like, I wonder if, I don't know the specifics about the Little Vaughn situation, but like how, I wonder, because there's been a lot of rappers who have died recently. I wonder if they're looking at how successful Takeshi was doing clown shit like that.
No, King Von wasn't a clown like that though.
No?
No. King Von was just like a Chicago drill rapper. He's a gangster. He beat a murder charge, a life charge. Street Cat, super popular. He did a mixtape with LeVon James. King James even fucking tweeted about him. It's just unfortunate how their lives are basically not worth anything, and real talk, you got to be careful how you move, and like I said earlier, anyone can get touched. No one's...
But dude, when it comes to gang stuff like this, there's two ways it's ending up. You're ending up in prison or dead. Like, you gotta know this,
tough.
right? Like, and especially as like a rapper, like we talked about before, like looking at guys like Russ instead of looking at the clown shit that guys like Takeshi do. Like, there's a way to do it without being an idiot and not getting involved in these situations, right?
It is, but like Russ didn't grow up probably in these guys' neighborhood. And,
Oh, for sure, not.
you know, circumstances. But the problem is, like, once these guys do make it in rap, they never are 2 feet in the rap game. They always got 1 foot in the hood shit.
They never leave the hood.
Yeah, fully. They don't fully leave it.
Yeah.
And that's usually the detriment. And all these guys get killed in their own city too, which is fucked up. You think you get the most love in your city.
Tell me if I'm off here though, because like you know way more about this than I do. But like early rap days, like guys blew up by basically proving that they did all this gang shit. Like they got respected and got blown up because they were gangsters, because they beat murder charges.
Yeah.
Like they had bodies, right? Like nowadays you don't need to do that anymore.
No, but
So like why are people still doing it? Like if there's a proven way of not like avoiding the gang stuff, why are you still doing it?
Where they come from, that means something. Where their neighborhood from, that means something. To us, that doesn't mean anything. But to them, that means something. Clearly. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's yeah, like,
Because I
and like,
understand.
yo, real talk. When I was like 20, 25, yo, I thought way different than 40, bro.
For sure.
Way different.
For sure.
No guys that didn't make it. So it's fucked up. Like, I guarantee you, these guys growing up, when they hit, if they can make it to 40, their thought process will be totally different.
Yeah,
you know
for
what
sure.
I mean? Everyone grows and matures, but I think just being from where they're from and you're a product of your own environment, right?
Yeah.
So
Like I understand, like how a lot of the times people are forced into gangs because they grow up in an area that's controlled by a gang. They don't really have an option. Their family's getting jumped or whatever it is, or you need to because you're not going to make it otherwise, right? Like I understand that.
yeah,
But I feel like a lot of young rappers still think that you can only be successful through the clout gained by being associated with the gang. That's where I have an issue. Like, I understand that like the gang issue is way deeper than just rappers. Like it's a systemic issue of poverty and,
right, yeah.
you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's a completely separate issue. I'm just still really confused about why. Like, I guess like you're saying it means something, but like,
Well, when you join a gang, it's always like.
don't go that route. There's a way you don't have to. I don't know. It just
But
frustrates me.
It is though. It's like you join because you want to feel wanted.
Mm-hmm.
That's a huge part of it. Usually, all those guys, they're not getting that love or that want, so they get it from the gang.
They don't get it at home.
You get the appreciation and you feel the camaraderie and a brotherhood. And if you don't not getting that at home, that's why like not having your dad there is a huge thing. That plays a part of this, why these guys end up here too. I'm not saying 100%, but that definitely plays a role.
For sure it does.
So that being wanted is what they're after. And
Yeah.
if these guys give it to them, they're going to gravitate towards these guys.
Just not getting love at home.
They're getting it from these guys, so that's where
Yeah.
they go. So, it's all those things, bro.
I guess it's a complicated issue.
Oh, for sure it is. And it's never going to go away. Like, yo, the Bloods and Crips and all these guys have been here before I was born. They're going to be here long after I'm gone, bro.
Yeah.
Just like the mob. Ain't no different. They just run all their shit a bit differently. That's all, right? So,
Yeah.
but, yeah, super violent fucking week. So, I don't know if you're a rapper. Make sure you got your bulletproof vest on,
Yeah,
man.
move right.
I don't know what to tell you. But, yeah.
Remember, you want to end it on that?
Yeah, it's ended there, bro.
All right, guys. Like I said at the beginning, we release 2 episodes a week. One on Wednesday, focused mainly on sports. Second one on Friday, doing this, talking about whatever. Follow us at Highly Unlikely Pod on every platform: Facebook, SoundCloud, Apple Podcast, Google Play, everywhere. Whatever you're listening to us on, please subscribe. It helps us out huge. And we'll see you next week.
Peace.